Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your boy Cozy back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Like, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this.
It's October 17th and I've had 2 dreams about aliens this week, and I don't dream about aliens, so let's get into it. The first one really did not seem like a dream. I was sitting here, I was sleeping in my room, and the whole memory was I woke up to seeing eyes outside of my window. Now I'm laying like right next to my window. It was some eyes. It was like somebody was looking through my window. It was like a man looking through my window, right? And it woke me up and it freaked me out. So I like jumped up and I'm looking out the window and I see these eyes peeking through the window and shit. And I sat up in the bed, and once I sat up in the bed, the eyes was on this side. It's hard to explain. It's like whatever was floating or standing outside of my window. I'm on the 2nd floor. Whatever was floating, standing outside of my window, like transported into my room, like quickly. And it was this really, really small man. And it was weird because I don't like have a fascination for like elves or like pixies or imps or whatever. But there was this really tiny, dingy looking white man with red hair. He had okay, hold on. He was very, very small, like 1.5 feet tall. He was very, very small, and his arms and legs were proportional to the size of his body. His head was a little bit bigger than the rest of his body. His eyes were a little bit bigger, but the rest of his features were proportionate. He had red hair, and he had red short hair, and he had a red beard, and his hair was all dirty and dingy and oily and stuff, and he had dirt and stuff on his face, like, and he popped up inside of my room, and I remember looking at him and him looking at me and then him walking towards me, and then he fucking bit me on my leg. So the next day when I woke up, I'm like, I really didn't say anything about the dream or nothing, because I'm like, that's really like left field. Like, I don't dream about elves or none of that, and then it biting me, like, what? That's hella random, right? And then as the days went on, I'm sitting here like, that didn't feel like a dream to me. Like, I physically felt it bite me. I was woke when this shit came into the room, like. And then it was like after that, I started laying salt at my door because I was having a feeling that something was inside of my house while I was in my room. And, you know, not just that normal feeling like, oh, who's out there? Like, it was feeling like somebody was walking around. And my girlfriend was saying the same thing. It was feeling like somebody was walking around the house. So I put salt at my door and it stopped happening, right? So I've had salt at my door since. And then I've had the pest control people come recently, and he sprayed on my salt line. So today I had a dream that was actually a dream. It was a whole like dreamscape situation. It was a deep, detailed, vivid, lucid dream, right? And in a part of the dream, I'm sitting in this car and I'm outside of the house and I'm looking out into the distance in the sky, and I'm seeing these white things like darting around in the sky, right? So I told my girlfriend, I'm like, well, look at that. And she's like, see if you can catch it on camera. And in my dream, I pull out my phone, I go to my camera, and I try to zoom all the way in on it. And I took a picture, and then my phone started malfunctioning. And in that picture, they were like translucent, iridescent jellyfish that were like darting and flying and floating through the sky. Like, it was really weird. It was really weird, but it was like quite a few of them motherfuckers for everybody to notice. And then I kept trying to record it in my dream. I kept trying to record it and take pictures, and it was like no matter what I did, it was something that happened with my phone and my camera that was like it didn't save the picture, it didn't get the picture. And even in my dream, I was like, see, look, I tried to take the picture and now my phone's acting weird. Why does this shit always happen when someone tries to get a picture, right? I don't know, y'all. I could just be tweaking. I could just be having some interesting dreams. I have not been watching any alien-related things lately, but I had those 2 situations happen, and they're very out of the way from how my normal dreamscape goes, or my lucid dreaming situations, or my vivid situations or visions or whatever. There was in its own different category, and it's been leaving me with extra thoughts after my dreams, things that I cannot conceptualize, which has me thinking, like, what actually was that? What do you think it was? It could have just been a dream. Like, don't hurt me. It could have just been some weird dreams, but they were oddly specific and very detailed, and these different beings were in them, and that hasn't been a theme in my dreams. So have y'all been dreaming about weird little otherworldly things popping up in your dreams? If not, just let me know.
Hi guys, so I want to shine a little bit more light on a specific component of the video I did yesterday, and this is surrounding the drone incursions over Langley Air Force Base in December of 2023. Obviously there are new reports coming out. Daily Mail has just come out with something, I know it's a sensationalist paper, but yeah, I mean, you know, Chris Mellon is a credible guy, and obviously I believe he was Assistant Secretary of Defense for the Bush and Clinton administration. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know why I went to Daily Mail with this. I mean, the News Nation's covering this as well, but I just wanted to read this out. So, drone swarms targeting US military bases are operated by Mothership, UFO claims top Pentagon official. So, a retired senior Pentagon official, this is Chris Mellon, has confirmed the UFO motherships were spotted releasing swarms of smaller craft, adding further mystery to the still unexplained intrusions over multiple US military bases. His statements come amid the release of 50 pages of Air Force records related to provocative drone incursions, I love how they keep calling it that one general calls close encounters at Langley. For at least 17 nights last December, swarms of noisy small UFOs were seen at dusk, moving at rapid speeds and displaying flashing red, green and white lights, penetrating the highly restricted airspace above Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. Senior ex-Pentagon security official Chris Mellon told DailyMail.com that the episode was part of a much larger pattern affecting numerous national security installations. Two of the notable aspects, he said, are the fact our drone signal jamming devices have proven completely ineffective, and these craft are making no effort to remain concealed. In fact, in some instances, as Mellon took pains to emphasize, it is clear they want to be seen as though taunting us. Mellon, who served as a Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence under both President Clinton and George W. Bush, told Daily Mail that since last year's Langley events, a similar series of intrusions has also occurred over Palmdale, California. So that stuff I talked about recently at Palmdale was real. An hour's drive north of Los Angeles, Palmdale is home of defense contractor Lockheed Martin classified skunk works, which made the F-22. The spokesperson for Edwards Air Force Base near Palmdale told the War Zone this August that investigators were monitoring that situation to determine if there is any ill intent. And even if not, we are trying to find out why or who is doing it. Oh boy, I can't. This is just complete and utter negligence on our media. I mean, this is why I started this in the first place. But when you read things like that, and it's coming from people like Chris Mellon, like, we have a serious flaw in the way that we operate at the moment. I mean, I'm not sure if this is some form of mass delusion or cognitive dissonance from legacy media. I mean, I don't want to be doing this. Honestly, guys, if this was covered properly by the news, I'd be more than happy to close this whole thing down. I don't care about doing this, which is why I just write some stuff and then leave my comments, right? I don't want to start a YouTube channel. I'm not interested in doing any of that. But what I don't understand, like, this is just like, this is just getting stupid. Like, why is the news not doing their job? In fact, I call out directly to you, BBC, MSNBC, CNN, Fox. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, even if this is just some sort of mass psyop or crazy delusion from people high up in government, that's equally as terrifying. But why is there no coverage of this? Why isn't there any proper investigative journalism? Why are they not doing their job? You're a disgrace. Anyone who listens to this that's a journalist, you're a fucking disgrace. You're a disgrace. I shouldn't be having to do this. This is not my job. This is not what I want to be spending my time doing. The only reason I'm doing this is because there is complete and utter disregard for this issue. People need to be informed on this, plain and simple. I don't care how people feel about it. People need to be informed on it. I shouldn't be sitting here doing this on a fucking TikTok page. Like, this is not what I should be doing. It's just wild. Like, like BBC, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are these people not doing their job? It's just utter disregard for and just disgraceful behaviour from people that are journalists. Anyone who's listening, who's involved in this, I've spoken to a couple of you before that have reached out to me, and you've gone, yeah, but unfortunately it doesn't get the views, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. The whole point of this is it has to be reported on. End of discussion. This isn't about people's feelings. People, whether they like it or not, people need to be read in on this. Because what if that is concerning? I'm sorry, I don't care how you put that. 17 nights these things are flying over Langley and they cannot disperse them. 17 nights. They use all of these sort of anti-drone things. It does nothing. 17 nights. Like that's
ridiculous.
It really does show like how incompetent human beings can be sometimes. And sometimes it really gives me such little faith in humanity when we can't even deal with factual evidence. Like, this is objective. This is not subjective. This is really happening. Yet there's no coverage. No one knows about this. No one even knows who fucking David Grush is. No one knows who Chris Mellon is. No one knows who Lou Elizondo is, despite his book being New York's bestseller. Like, this is wild. I'm living in a fucking clown world. Seriously. Like, I'm sorry guys, I really don't take joy in having to research this so that you guys can be read in because it's the right thing to do. I'm doing this primarily for, you know, the right reasons, because it's a moral compass I have that I just like, it's not right that people are not read in on this. It's not right. It's not right. And it's not right that we have clearly corrupt news networks, apart from News Nation, Ross Coulthard and Schellenberger and a bunch of other fantastic journalists whose names I can't pronounce, so I apologize if I don't mention you. But like, this is just getting stupid. This is really getting stupid now. Like, honestly, I take my hat off. If the news was doing this properly, I would shut this whole thing down and I would gladly watch the news every day. I would rather a professional do this that knows how to do proper investigative journalism than me having to reach out to old contacts that I used to work with in you know, in aerospace, and, you know, I did some work for the government at some point. Yes, I did do that. But, you know, having to do all that stuff, it's not my job. I don't want to be doing this. This is wild, man. This is crazy. This is crazy that this stuff is going on and it's just like going over everyone's head. You know what this feels like? This feels like the movie Don't Look Up. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like literally everyone is like, nope, sorry. There's literally like a meteor or something impending and everyone's just like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll just have a look at what Kim Kardashian's doing on Instagram. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is, oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, I'm done, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to say anything else at this point. I'm too frustrated at this stuff at the moment. But yeah, you heard it from me. Have a look on Daily Mail. News Nation did a bit on this as well. But yeah, I'm done.
Crazy stuff, man. And this is not to cause any fear mongering. That is crazy, though. Have you heard about this happening lately? 17 nights in a row at the Langley Air Force Base, allegedly. What's really going on? Is this real and they just trying to cover it up? Or is it us? And it's just what they would call what he said, a psyop. I mean, come on, man. Like, what's really going on, man? It's some crazy stuff going on. And another question is, have you been having nightmares? Because I'm pretty sure they ain't no dreams, but nightmares about aliens lately. And if so, how long have you been having them, and what about? Let me know in the comment section, because it's getting really weird. And why is all this weird stuff happening, like one after another, like right after another, like right now? Ask yourself that.
And it's all about these geometric shapes and plasmoids. And I've now only, after digging into science, realized that that's really what these orbs are, is a plasmosphere. So whoever had sent me this, and they basically say, like, this power is unlimited. Like, people really have to understand that even the letter says, if two warring factions had access to this power, the Earth would not last one day. And we're not talking nuclear weapons. We're talking like, poof, we're not here anymore type stuff. And that this is so frightening that this is why they keep it secret. That how do you defeat somebody that has unlimited power, the ability to take a Boeing 777 that's burning out of midair, that has complete control over the media and crafts the perception of events that they want? And it says, after a decade of lifetime in their service, I think I know the answer. You talk about them, and you don't stop talking.
You think that could be true?
The U.S. Army now is authorized to do this to Americans on U.S. soil. That is major, right? And this is not surprising if one truly understands prophecy and accept prophecy for what it says. And that is, America is the beast kingdom, Daniel chapter 7, verse 23. It is not Babylon and will not be destroyed, but yet will be overtaken. This is the beast taking power. And he is the one that's going to put the Gentiles into captivity for what they have done to the children of Yasharal. Okay? So it's important that you understand that when it says to endure to the end, that is to resist his mark, resist his technology that he's going to enforce on the people. Okay? This is end time prophecy. He's going to control the whole world with the 10 kings very soon. And he will be coming back to power, not these presidential candidates. The next person to take power in the U.S. will be the beast. He's going to reign over the world.
Now, that's a new one. I'm pretty sure a lot of people just heard about it. Maybe some have not heard about it yet, but could that have something to do with the alleged mothership and the drones attacking Langley Air Force Base and Project BB, Blue Beam, and all that going together using that? You know, those is disguises to, you know, to do that. You know what was said in that in that clip just now. You know what I'm talking about, to unalive the Americans on the soil. Just a question, a theory.
Plasma does seem to show inertial dampening properties as well, and Malcolm himself emphasizes that the ultimate application of plasmoids, while they can be used almost anywhere in industry, they can be utilized most effectively in space. It's an infinite source of energy, which is matter, and you can travel speeds exceeding the speed of light. Because light is not a constant, he claims his technology has the ability to alter the speed of light. That's what we call a warp drive. The plasmoid unification model and vortex-based math share some similarities as they both relate to the fundamental principles of creation and the relationships between elements. Both models recognize
another Florida story and another story about water and flooding. This time not due to a hurricane. This time is due to something, a natural phenomenon known as king tides, which could reach breaking levels. The article is stating that Miami could experience record-breaking high tides from October 16th to October 23rd. King tides occur when the sun, moon, and earth align, creating stronger gravitational forces that raise the ocean's water levels higher than usual. They are natural phenomena that occurs during new and full moons. A supermoon will occur on Thursday when the full moon is usually close to Earth. So the full moon affects the tides. But then on top of that, a northeasterly wind is going to be funneling water towards the coast. Robert Garcia, senior meteorologist at NWS Miami, told Newsweek. It's not looking good.
Please follow me for more, like this video, and share this video with at least 5 other people. May grace be upon you. Shalom.
Have you ever heard of king tides?
I don't know if any of you have seen that there was some sort of like potential UFO crash in Washington, D.C.
And it's quiet, as if they're waiting for something.
Oh my fucking God. What? Oh my God.
Cannon.
Whoa.
A brand new bombshell whistleblower report alleges the existence of a secret Pentagon UAP and UFO program, and it's called Immaculate Constellation.
Okay, I do not know what's going on right now. I heard a noise. I come outside. There's sirens blaring, and I see this huge trail in the sky.
Pentagon is illegally hiding secret UFO programs from Congress, sources allege.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Bro, it's like Independence Day out. Oh shit.
Man, that's something serious right there. And I've heard, man, just from even researching or using those words, the IC words, immaculate, and you know, yeah. shoot, man, you could be put on that list, man, where they'll be watching you. Like they ain't already watching us, but you know what I mean.
Satanism is Saturnism. God of Saturn of the Greeks was called Kronos. He was depicted as the god of time, and he became Old Father Time. That's Kronos, that's the god of Saturn. He also became the Grim Reaper, because Saturn is the planet, I say, son of death. And Kronos became Crown, a symbol of the bloodlines. There's Madonna again. I mean, she must have the bloody book she works through, this one. The city of Rome was originally known as the Saturnia, or City of Saturn. The Roman Catholic Church retains much of Saturn worship in its ritual. Saturn also relates to Lucifer. And this is the remains of the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And just next to this is this place called Capitoline Hill now, but before that called Mons Saturnus, the Hill of Saturn. And this is a very symbolically important place to the bloodlines.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, in the Vatican video that I did not too long ago, didn't we talk about something about Saturn and Saturn relating to Satan and all that different type of stuff? If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong once again. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. I'm glad this was mentioned again in this video.
Raided this morning by the FBI, and it may be connected to an investigation on the other side of the country. The night team's Sheldon Fox live in Aventura with this. Sheldon.
Trouble in paradise, Belkies, and among the guard gates and the impeccably landscaped common areas here. Let's watch and listen.
All officers 3914 Allen State Drive, the FBI. We have a search warrant for this resident. All occupants inside the residence, exit the front door at this time with your hands up.
And that was the scene this morning here in the Williams Island area. It came with cops and law enforcement officials from the FBI, we're told. An Aventura raid is what residents woke up to pre-sunrise this morning. This happening specifically at the Island Estates community within Williams Island. Somebody from a nearby high-rise shot and sent this cell phone video to 7. This again, a raid of the federal variety. 7 News reached out to the FBI, and the agency did respond with a statement today, though not saying much. Here is what they did say. They talked about conducting court-ordered law enforcement activity related to an investigation from the FBI's Los Angeles office. LA is tentatively planning a press conference on this matter, they said, for Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be 1 p.m. for us. Now, here's more of what that raid looked like from a different balcony in the Williams Island area. You can see police boats there and other officials, the feds and cops making their way through the Williams Island grounds. A not so happy wake-up call to so many who live in this area, and we can show you what it looked like earlier tonight, more back to normal. Just how everybody here likes it: quiet, pretty, gated, and drama-free. Now, the FBI not offering anything else other than what they said in that statement. They haven't said anything about who they're after, whether they arrested anybody. So we should learn more about that tomorrow during that news conference in Los Angeles. Again, 1 p.m. our time. And of course, 7 News will be all over it. We're live in Aventura. Sheldon Fox, 7 News.
Now, what do you think that has to do with? Could it be the diddler? Could that have something to do with that? I don't know. It's definitely something to ponder and think about. Something to make your mind wonder a little bit. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section.
This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music, like dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not gonna say what he was doing, but doing something real sexual, that's all I'm gonna say. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just gonna say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not gonna say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like, maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever.
I hope you can read between the lines, because you could definitely tell what she was talking about and what she meant by those little, like, midgets. Yeah, yeah, you catch, yeah, you get the message. It's a sick world, man. Those people are really, like, in a rave, in a demonic rave.
3 days ago, Swannanoa started smelling like death. The next day, we started seeing little white markers everywhere along the river in the mud. After that, each night, there were equipment crews out there working all night, shutting down during the day. We're not stupid. The numbers on the news are wrong.
Crazy how they lying, man. We always knew there was more going on than what they were saying. And I'm glad, we all have discernment to know that it was really more going on than what they were telling us on the MSM. If you don't know what that means mainstream media.
And we are approaching a massive installation. We actually got some drone footage of this the other day. And it's a camp that popped up in a matter of days. We actually stopped by some of the locals that live around here, and we were asking about it, and they said it's a FEMA camp and it's being leased. It's property that belongs to a trucking company, they thought. It's owned by the Smoky Park LLC. I'm gonna flip the camera around here in a minute, but it's got armed guards. And it is a massive installation that literally, according to the residents that live around here, that have eyes on it because they overlook this property, it popped up in a matter of days. They've got climate-controlled trucks and trailers, I should say. It's pretty well organized. It's got one entrance in and one entrance out. So we're walking in and we're going to ask them live who they are, what they're doing here. Are they under government contract? Is it FEMA? And they're putting a tornado shelter in here apparently. Got a delivery. So stick with us. We're going to figure out what's going on. Maybe I can slide in with this truck. They won't see me. Hi. I'm Ann Vandersteel with Steel News.
Okay.
I'm live right now, and I'm just wanting to find out what y'all are doing here and who's organizing and who's actually got the property under lease.
Okay. Give me 1 second, and I'll go ahead and just get some supervisor to come out here and speak to you.
Okay. Are you guys private security?
Yes, ma'am.
You are? Who's your contract with?
Strategic Security Corps.
And who do they contract with? Do you guys know who your contractor is?
We'll be able to answer all your questions for you. Who'd you say you're with, ma'am?
Steel News?
Roger. I'm Shaw, executive producer. Come on up. Come on up. All right, just come out and speak with you guys, ma'am.
Okay.
Where's that?
guess I've never seen a tornado shelter mobile like that. That's interesting. You ever?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. You are Daniel Dale?
I am not Daniel Dale.
Oh, you're not?
No, Daniel Dale's back here.
Okay.
My name's Josh Ward.
Hi, Josh.
Hi.
Ann Vandersteel.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is my producer, Sean.
Hey, Sean. Nice to meet you.
We're with Steel News. We have been on the ground for the last couple of weeks, wondering what it is y'all are doing, and because FEMA's had, you know, they said they were pulling out because of militia and stuff, which that was debunked. So we just want to get the truth out because people are kind of like all over the place.
Understood. Yes.
You know.
Yes, definitely understandable. We are definitely not pulling out. We are actually building this for our responders,
Okay.
For FEMA responders, other federal agencies. We have several of these sites around the area.
Okay.
To help volunteer agencies as well that need lodging, that are coming in to help the survivors in the local area for the operation.
And so how many responders will you house here, and how long do you think your response will be?
We're building this to come up to 700 people.
Okay.
And right now, how long it's going to be, we are unsure.
Okay.
It's a really unknown number for us. Yes.
Are the contractors that are, or the FEMA people that'll be here, are they working on infrastructure? What are their tasks, their job tasks?
Just a large area of tasks. Working with individual survivors, working public assistance projects, just working with state and local personnel as well. There's no one set responsibility that they're focused on here.
Okay, so I actually was trying to find the contract in SAMS for you guys to figure out how you guys, and we couldn't find the contract. So what would I look for in the SAMS system to find this contract for this property and this camp that's gone up?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Okay.
It was through we do have contracts, standing contracts for these that we then do task orders off of. So I will have to get back to you if I can get your name and number.
That would be amazing.
We'd be happy to get that back.
There has been so much information that, you know, has unfortunately been bad on you guys, making you guys look bad.
Right.
What is it you want to relay to the public to clear up any misconceptions they may have that FEMA's not on the ground, FEMA left because of militia, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And we've talked to a lot of people in all around these hills, and they haven't seen FEMA. They've said, in fact, yesterday one of the fire departments said, hey, we've had contact, but we haven't seen them, and that was it. So what do you want to relay?
So what I want to relay from my side, which is the responder side, you know, we haven't left. We know that there are additional FEMA employees coming in to support the local area. And for those that are saying that they haven't seen them yet, I know they're coming. It takes a while to build something like this.
Yeah.
We did not want to bring responders in and, you know, have them become part of the problem. So we needed to ensure that there was infrastructure set up for them before they could arrive.
Right. Okay. And lastly, your guards are very polite, but is there a reason they're all armed?
At just standard protocol.
That is standard protocol?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the first one I've seen with, this many guys kind of around. So I was curious
standard
about that.
protocol. When we have security, they always come in armed.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, I appreciate the love that they showing each other and the conglomeration that they have coming together and supporting each other around there, man, in the Appalachians. Just like some of us, you know what I'm saying? Some of my good subscribers, my day one subscribers, man. Man, I love y'all, man. Shoot, man. Like y'all love me and the work that I put in on these videos, man. I got some subscribers that emailed me and stuff like that, contact me, you know, on Instagram and stuff like that, you know. They've been asking me, they say, man, we need to support you more, you know. Some of us, you know, we want to support you more. We need you to post your Cash Apps or whatever. How could we donate to you? Well, y'all, if you want to donate to the channel or donate to me ever, you could donate to the Cash App. My Cash App is $DONCOOZIE. It's always in the video description, or if you want to contact me, it's in the video description, my email or my Instagram. But yeah, whatever y'all want to do, that's cool, man. But like I say, and like I always tell y'all, I love y'all and I couldn't do it without y'all, just like I couldn't do it without these TikTok creators, man. And the Most High, that's the one I could never forget to give, you know what I'm saying, acknowledgement to. But like I said, if y'all ever want to do that, just like some of these other ones, it's always in the video description. You want to contact me, donate anything, it's always in the video descriptions. You know, some people, they want to be members. They go and be members, you know, just to support that way. You can support any way you can, but I always appreciate anything y'all ever do for me. Never forget that, you know, because, like, you know, a lot of y'all realize sometimes it's hard work putting these videos together, especially like how you make good videos go together. And, you know, these same topics, when you got to make this stuff interesting. And, once again, I appreciate all the love and support that y'all give me and y'all do for me, man. Like, I couldn't do it without y'all, man, you know. But let's go on. The show must go on. I hope everybody having a good Friday so far, too.
Have y'all seen the Ancient Apocalypse America? Because holy shit. So me and my husband went on a trip around America a month and a half ago, and we hit the White Sands, which is the first episode of this show. When I was there, I have it recorded on video somewhere. I had talked about how it felt like a very ancient land. And I mean not like just dinosaur lands, like that there was ancient civilizations, which I didn't know about. They didn't know about ancient humans in America back then. But now I'm watching this show, and they're talking about the footprints that they found at the White Sands, making us question the entire migration into the North Americas. But it was very interesting because this feeling was very similar to the feeling of Zion. Ancient civilization, but also a civilization that is no longer here. I don't know how else to explain that to y'all. So I'm gonna find the video, I'm gonna try and figure it out and post it, but there was some wild stuff going on at the White Sands. And this was a place we didn't even like talk about going very much, but we stopped and it was amazing. Amazing. So I'll be posting soon what I picked up on, what I got versus what this show has, because they're spot on. Spot on with what I picked up. That's insane to me.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Laser technology was used to build the sophisticated buildings we see from the past. There is no way these buildings were carved from a hammer and chisel, nor was this built without the assistance of electrical advanced machines. The detail in these stone-carved buildings reflect how advanced the human mind was in these periods of time. These buildings you see are thousands of years old. What we've been told as history does not match with what we see. Well, that's because history is his story.
I knew it.
You want a real rabbit hole? We're going to Turkey. Turkey has some of the wildest stuff on the planet, hands down. Who makes it? Look at this. This is Eagle Castle. I'm probably butchering that name, but does that not look like a pillar to you? Like a giant pillar? That's huge. Those are people. Look at the boat. There's a rock-cut monastery that you can go inside, just like the one in Ethiopia. When you go inside this one, it's decorated head to toe like a cathedral. Turkey is ancient. Beautiful. We have megalithic architecture and rock-cut temples in Sorna, the city of oracles, and the ancient theater of Side rivals the Colosseum in Rome. It's insane. Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe are also in Turkey. These two push civilization back 5,000 years from what we thought. They were buried really fast, like something was happening outside. The fact that every ancient culture has a flood myth would make DONCOOZIE make sense. It's an 8-story underground city with locking doors, water access, and air vents. 20,000 people can live in this city, and it is connected by a 5-mile-long tunnel to Megalithic, another underground city, forming a network of over 200 underground cities in Turkey. Its next door neighbor, Armenia, has a megalithic avenue similar to Karnak in France, making this whole area the most mysterious thing I've ever seen. Have fun with that rabbit hole.
Beautiful places, man. We definitely know these places were not built with chisel and hammers, man. It's obvious, man. If you believe that, it's probably a little something wrong with you upstairs. Probably got a few screws loose, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure you'll get it sooner or later, man. They had to have some type of laser technology, some type of electronic technology, man, to do this stuff. It's obvious.
All right, check it out, guys.
So I'm gonna show you guys a spot that's really haunted. A lot of you truck drivers know this spot right here. Look, there's already a light in there. There's not supposed to be nobody in there, okay? We're in the middle of the desert. A lot of truck drivers sleep here. A lot of you guys know this spot. Not to mention there's gonna be a crazy ass storm today. Kind of worried about that. I'm trying to get home already. But look, this spot is extremely haunted. A lot of us have seen some crazy ass stuff right there, okay? And I'm trying not to cuss so TikTok won't mess it up. Okay, but this spot is extremely haunted, okay? And a lot of truck drivers sleep right here. Yeah, let's get our money and let's get out of here. Literally, like, we're in the middle of nowhere. Look, this is, yeah, some filthy ass truckers make all of us look bad. I don't believe in all this trash, you know? Let's have a good day.
Scary place, man. Let me know if you want me to drop a video talking about the scariest places or haunted places around the world. I think that would be an interesting video for the month of October.
Look what's in the inside in there. You gotta go to our plant some open seed.
Yeah.
You have your own seed.
I do. I have some.
All right, you got
But
some
the
there.
seeds inside.
That's on him. Once it dry. Wow. Oh, dude, let them dry, real dry. The next year you plant that seed. You got your own seed.
That's good. That's good stuff right there.
Let
I like that.
it get dry. You lay it out in the sun.
Let it dry.
Let it dry. Lay it in the raw anywhere. Let it where it dry and it'll bust open by itself. All them seeds come out of there.
So what part do people eat?
The small.
Just to put a little meat on your brain.
Eventually, Zeus got tired of all the killing, and so the frame was invented, not to renew human souls, but to harvest them, to liquidize them. The whole process was industrialized, sanitized. The gods drink it to stay immortal. And so the lie must be preserved, the myths maintained, the humans distracted. That's what Zeus relies on. Distraction.
Just put a little fat on your brain now. I'm telling you, that's something to think about for sure, for sure. Just think about it, you know, Chronos, you know, think about that new movie that's from the new movie on Netflix called Caos, I believe it is. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but y'all, that's the end of the video. Let me know what y'all think about that down below in the comment section. Y'all don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content. You know what I'm saying? With that said, it's your main man, Koozie. I'm out of here. Holla. I hope y'all have a good Friday, a good weekend. Be safe.
BJ Beats.